Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope we are all doing well. So yeah, I've had a mega pickups month for September. I've covered stuff from Japan. I've covered stuff from Portugal. I've done all sorts this month in terms of pickups. So I've chopped and changed a little bit in terms of what I'm going to do in this video, because I've done so many other videos with pickups. So I'll basically show you my month of September, the stuff that I haven't shown off so far. And there's a bit, so I'll get straight into it. I'll come a little bit closer to the camera for this one actually, because some of the bits are a little bit smaller. So I'll just, there you are, move the camera a little bit better like that. Keeps going dark, I don't know why. Bloody phone. But yeah, so where to start? Probably the best place to start. So I won it was my second or third raffle, and I got some Nintendo games. So I've not tried them yet because all the Nintendo stuff has gone in storage. They're in these really annoying acrylic cases, so it's really super shiny. But this is, what's this one? Mega Man 2. So yeah, not a chance to play them yet. That's what the game will look like when I get a chance to try it out. Yeah, obviously I've heard of Mega Man. The artwork is actually awesome, I've got to say. The artwork looks lovely. So yeah, I will give it a try, probably when we get moved house and I get a chance to you know, unpack all the stuff out of storage. So the second one was Gremlins 2. I absolutely loved this film as a kid. So yeah, I don't know what the game's like. It's probably awful, but there's the back of it there. And I also got, and this was kind of the reason why I even entered, the ticket was only, how much was it, like £2 or £2.20? Might have been less, might have been £1.70. I can't remember. It wasn't a lot, you know, certainly no more than a couple of quid really. But yeah, I got RoboCop, and I did play this for the first time this year on the ZX Spectrum and loved it. So yeah, I don't know if this is exactly the same. I think this might be a slightly different game perhaps, I'm not sure. Never had it back in the day, never had a Nintendo. But yeah, I'm a big fan of RoboCop. So I watched, is it The Angriest Gamer Nerd? I think that's his name. And Clint put me on to him earlier this year, and he didn't have too much good to say about this one. And then it came up in the raffle, and I think I'd literally just watched that video. I was like, oh, you know, I'll enter, why not? I like RoboCop, you know. And yeah, I won. So yeah, I got 3 NES games for like about £2. You know, so you can't grumble at that, can you? Right, so I then had a bit of a road trip up to Morecambe, as I do sort of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a year. Yeah, so my buddy Andy, who runs the shop up in Morecambe, put this to one side for me. So this is the US variant of Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. And he knew as soon as I said, oh, can you, as he got the manual, he knew that I wanted it. So, and I'll just show you guys. So it's all complete in box, and there's the manual there. We know it's US because it's the portrait manual, which isn't always the case, but you know, general rule of thumb outside of the RPG titles. And you've also got on the back here the US address. A really lovely game. If you've not played this on the Master System, if you've not played many Master System games, definitely get on this. It's a cracker. It's an absolutely lovely game, and it is really nice to have the US edition as well. It's got this really nice little logo up the top here that you get on some of the US titles. So yeah, really pleased to have that one. So he put that to one side for me, so thanks very much, Andy, mate. And then we also got Help on the PS1, which I had this back in the day. I never played Road Rush because I just didn't think I'd like it. But it does have Myst and Broken Sword on it, and I played those a ton in my probably late teens, early 20s. So yeah, really super pleased to have that. It's got the, the disc's falling out, but it's got the manual there, and it's just really nice to have it back in the collection. I don't know that there's many more PS1s for the set now, so I'm going through all the PS1 games that I had back in the day, and I think I've nearly got them all, so I might have to do like a PS1 collection video maybe, I don't know. But yeah, dead chuffed to have that help getting back in there. And Broken Sword was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. While I was there, I also picked up Super Hang-On as well on the Mega Drive. I've seen it loads. I've never really had a chance to play it ever, so I was looking forward to giving that one a go. I think it's really common, but I really like Hang-On on the Master System, and I was like, right, I'm curious enough to want to buy that. So I think that takes me up to like 29 Mega Drive games. And then when I was there, I got confused between Fire Shark and Hellfire, but Steve and a couple of the other guys were putting on a Fire Shark challenge, so I wanted to see if I could get a copy. And Andy up there in Morecambe, he said, oh, I don't have a boxed Hellfire, but I do have a Fire Shark. And I was like, oh my god, that's the one I want. So he's like, oh, okay, cool. But he only had this case, that was it. So he said, oh, don't worry, I'll sort you out a deal on the case only, and then you've just got to find a cartridge. So I then went to go and see Matt over at Go-Go Games in Darwin, and he said, oh, I'll message somebody, I might be able to get a cartridge for you. And he did. So I met Stu for a coffee both times, so I had to go back to pick it up, which, it's not that far at all. And yeah, he did me a solid, and I got a cartridge. And then so I played with the continues and stuff. I got to stage 8, so I think that's pretty good going. I just need to play it a bit more, really. So dead chuffed to have this. Andy and Matt, both of you, thank you so much. I'm so pleased to have this in the collection, and it's a game that I've played a load over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I've loved it. So yeah, I'll really relish having another go on this, but I'm so pleased I've got it in the collection now. I'll treasure it. So thanks very much, chaps, really appreciate that. And then while I was in Morecambe, Andy had that as well, which is the Never-Ending Story on the ZX Spectrum, which he gifted to me. So such a nice guy, and he said, oh, that's a gift. So yeah, I think he'd only just had it come in. He hadn't even priced anything up. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go. He said it's quite a decent game, and I think he said something along the lines of it plays the music as you play through it as well. So yeah, really nice art on that. Again, it's a bit shiny, but just brilliant. So much nostalgia, and I've been really enjoying picking up these film related titles on the Spectrum that we didn't really get it on many of the other platforms. So yeah, brilliant. And then while I was back over at Go-Go Games, I picked up Hungry Horus. So I know Generation Pixel has waxed lyrical about this one. I've never played it. I saw his video that he did on the 4 games, I think there are, that he said in the collection. So I've got that one. I think there's Horus Goes Skiing, which I think I'd quite enjoy. So yeah, I'll probably get the skiing one next when I see it. But yeah, got that, I think, a couple of quid. Yeah, just super pleased to have it. I'm definitely going to give that a go. And then I forgot this one, actually. So I also picked up for a couple of quid a bass fishing game. It's like in a rental case, but it does have the manual there and the CD here. I can't remember, just a few quid, I think, while I was up in Morecambe, seeing Andy again. So dead chuffed to have that one. So after slagging off all of the charity shops, I know I did a charity shop video separately, but I did also pick up a few other bits from charity shops as well. So I managed to pick up Rainbow Six Siege for 50p on the Xbox. It's complete. So I know it's not like a super rare game or anything, but you know, I thought, yep, I'll get something for 50p. Quite cool. I also picked up Star Wars Battlefront for 30p. So I was quite pleased to have that for 30p. There's nothing really in there, only the trial and that. So Xbox Live trial. So I'm sure that's been redeemed. And I also got Dead Rising 4 for £1.60. And I mean, there's no manual. I always keep my receipts when, you know, when I get games like that. But yeah, so Dead Rising 4, no idea what it's like, but I got those 3 for like next to nothing. And then, I'm trying to remember where I picked these up. I think I got these from Go Games in Darwin again. So I've got Jade Empire, because I've been on a bit of an Xbox kick this month. And I got Doom 3, which made me seasick. But I really enjoyed playing it. It reminded me a lot. It took me back to playing Half-Life for the first time. I really enjoyed it. It just made me a bit seasick. So yeah, I don't know why I get sick playing first-person shooters, but you know, I do. So yeah, but it was quite cool for the sort of 20 minutes that I could hack it. Okay, so I also picked up Red Steel on the Wii for 50p. And again, I think that's, yep, complete in box. I'll just move my receipt. So yeah, that was quite cool. I think I had this back in the day on the Wii, so I didn't play it then. I've not played it now, but I'll need to, you know, when I get all my crap out of storage, I'll have to give it a go. My legs are going to sleep down there like that. Oh. So yeah, Red Steel. Right, we're nearly at the end. So the really cool retro stuff now. Oh, before I do, actually, so I did pick up a CD. I don't know if anyone is interested. I show off some of the music I pick up. I saw this, which is Stereophonics, Word Gets Around. I don't know if anybody else likes this. If you don't, then, you know, fine, what's wrong with you? How amazing was this album when it first came out? I think I got this and 2 DVDs for £1. So it was equivalent to 33p. Such an amazing album. I've been listening to it in the car. I've probably listened to it 3 or 4 times over now. Amazing. So I picked up a poster. Paid quite a bit for this, but you can pay a lot more. This is the Micro Machines poster that would have come with my original copy of Micro Machines. It's really small, so I'm going to fold it very carefully. But yeah, basically, I think I folded it wrong. There we are. So yeah, I paid about a tenner for that. But do you know what? I thought, I'll get it because I don't know when I'll see another one. So quite pleased to have that. I also got a really cool VHS video of the making of Donkey Kong. And on the back, I've not watched it yet because the video player is built into my CRT in the roof, in the loft. So yeah, I will give this a watch. But yeah, it was the other raffle that I won. Was it earlier this year, I think, where I got a complete copy of Donkey Kong Country. So I just spotted this video. How I spotted this, I was bidding for something else that I'll show you in a sec, and the seller, I just clicked on his other, what else he has for sale, and he had this, and I was like, right, brilliant. So this was only like about £6, and then I combined shipping when I bid for this, and this is, I've been after this for probably a year or so. I saw Mark's video, Retro Adventurer, in his top 25 games, I'll put a link to Mark's channel actually, because some of the games he's done, I hope he finishes it off actually. Some of the games were brilliant. But it's Montezuma's Revenge. Now this is a US exclusive. We never got it over here. And I got this for an absolute bargain. It's not in mint condition or anything, but it does have the manual. And to get this in the States, it's yeah, it's well over 100 quid, probably more. So yeah, I was just dead chuffed when this came up, and I got it for, yeah, about half what I probably should have done. So other than that, I got this come through, which is the S Magazine Sega, which again on eBay. Really pleased that this come up, and yeah, it's got a few. It's got some Mega Drive bits in it. This one, so but it is mainly Master System type stuff. So you can see there, it's got a review on Time Soldiers, Thunderblade. How cool is that? You know, and it's just, it was like the first proper Master System mag. Rocky, might remember that from the Master System Challenge, and Shanghai, in fact. Shangers. Yeah, so super chuffed. Anyway guys, that's kind of it for this month, because I've done so many other videos showing off all the stuff I've been spending my money on. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much.